Hey y'all, so I just got finished watching the Hurricane Katrina documentary on Disney Plus. It was an A plus in my opinion. If you have not seen it, please go see it. But it was really good. And I can honestly say that because as a person who was 10 years old at the time Katrina happened, I did not know how serious Hurricane Katrina was. Like I always heard about it. I seen pictures of the aftermath, but I never knew the actual details about Hurricane Katrina. Mind you, I'm all the way in New York, so I don't really know anyone that, you know, that was there during that time of Hurricane Katrina. But a few things, well, like one main thing I wanted to touch on that made me so mad while watching the documentary was how the media basically made it seem like the black people there were just looting to just be looting, just to steal, and they were leaving out the main part of the people that was stealing and looting. They didn't have any food, they didn't have any water. What did you expect them to do? Like sit there and die? And then with the media putting out that information, which was the half truth, like yeah, they were looting, but you're not saying why. With them doing that, it brought in troops who was already on defense mode, like, oh, we gonna come in there, we gonna kill, we gonna, they were just saying some crazy stuff in the documentary, like, I don't even remember what the guy said word for word, but he basically was just like, if they shoot, we are gonna shoot back, ask questions later, like, they were just talking crazy. So with that being their mindset coming in like that, it's like the media already gave them a false reality of how it really was. And another thing that pissed me off too when watching the documentary was seeing how George Bush flew. I'm not even gonna talk too crazy on here, but how he literally had the nerve to sit on the plane and fly over the city, not get off the plane, but just fly over the city. Like he didn't even really, honestly, he didn't even look really shocked. He was just sitting there like he wanted to look shocked, like he wanted to look hurt, but he was just like the way his reaction was, it just gave he really didn't care for real, for real. He was just like, and this is one of those things where it's like, why would you not get off the plane and actually go speak to the American people and tell them, you know, give them some hope, something about the whole situation. Like, y'all, literally, the documentary literally showed how people, and I did not know this. This is why it was just so much to me. Like, it was just a lot of this is just new to me. Like, how the people in the dome, how in the convention center, but mainly the dome, they didn't have any food, they didn't have any water, they didn't have any resources. It was dark. They said people were like using the bathroom anywhere because the plumbing systems weren't working. Because mind y'all, the power is out. Thousands of people was in there. Like that sounds so inhumane. And then the fact that it took so long for help to come, like that is freaking crazy to me. And then I'm hearing that George Bush was like denying help from other countries. And it's like, why are you denying help? And you clearly see that it's literally a state of emergency. Like, why are you denying help? But I already peeped, like, me personally, this is why I'm going back to school to get my PhD in African American Studies before I move abroad. Because me personally, I just feel like on like a deeper level, on a mature level, I feel like America, they've been showing us for years and years and years that they don't give a damn about us. Like they don't give a damn about us. They don't like us. And if they do like us, we have to figure out who like us, who don't. I don't have time for that. Like me personally, I'm nice to everyone. I'm kind to everyone. If you show me that you don't like me, cool. I just won't speak to you. Like I really don't care. But it's one of those things where it's like I don't want to raise my kids in a country. Mind you, I have two sons, two black sons living in America. That's three threats in America alone. They're black, they're boys, and they live in America. I'm not living here. Like I already told myself, after I get my PhD, I'm moving abroad because it's like this country, in my opinion, was built on hate. Literally on hate, on lies, on deceivement. in my opinion. But back to the documentary, like I was saying, I really love the fact that Ryan Coogler had it where the documentary was very raw. It was very uncut. And for people like me, who was literally a child at the time that didn't know the severity of, Hurricane Katrina, it showed me a lot. It showed me basically like just the rawness of it, even how New Orleans is now today. Like I always hear word of mouth, like, New Orleans isn't the same. And from actually seeing the standpoint on a documentary, they're absolutely right. It's not the same at all. And my heart goes out to, the victims in that had to suffer from Hurricane Katrina, because I couldn't imagine living in a city my whole life and then literally being forced to leave. Like these people, they were forced to leave. They weren't even given a choice. Mind you, I don't want to mispronounce the city's name, but Baton Rouge is right there. Like it's right there. It's a lot of cities that was near New Orleans where people could have been shipped to, but instead, y'all literally shipped them out of like the the whole the whole state. It's like, But yeah, y'all, that was my takeaway. There's a lot more I could say, but obviously, I'm not trying to say too much without saying, what I really, really, really want to say. But yeah, it was a really good doc.